What is up, and welcome to another edition of Worth a Watch with me, Anthony Flotis. This is going to be my review for Guardians of the Galaxy, starring Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Vin Diesel as Groot, Dave Batista, and Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon, and a slew of other awesome people in there. Right off the bat, I'm going to say this. I will definitely talk more about this when I definitely get to rewatch this film, because the experience in my theater was unfortunately very lackluster. The screening was fine, we got seated down, everything was going well, and this was in 3D, but here's the problem. For whatever reason, my local theater, they have the 3D glasses that receive the signal, like a little signal here whenever the projection shows a 3D formatted picture, however the hell those things work. This is only like the second time I've been to a 3D screening like that. I don't care for 3D films. If I happen to see it, great. If I don't, very rarely do I ever really care about that kind of stuff. But long story short, the signal was not received. The whole theater's 3D glasses were not working. But considering it's an early screening, it's free. Of course, everybody stuck around, but everyone was scrambling, trying to see if maybe some other glasses would work. Nope. More than half the film was nothing but a blur on the big screen, just out of focus. The imagery was blurred. I couldn't tell what was what when it came to a large amount of the space battle scenes. So, what can I honestly recommend right off the bat without truly being able to literally see the picture and imagery very well? The characters. When the characters were still, their emotions was still there. Everything about this whole film, when it came to the characters, was very, very well done. Written well, acted well from Chris Pratt as a great leading actor for a film like this. I'm very happy with all the performances. Just Chris Pratt, as I said. Zoe Saldana, she's just hot no matter what color she is at this point. Whether it just be her natural skin color, blue, and now green. She works in all colors. She's just also a badass. I mean, she's just hardcore, flipping around, just doing hardcore action choreography. It's really well done with her character in this, being Gamora the assassin. And Dave Batista is a badass as well. I'm not too familiar with wrestling, but I do know he is an ex-wrestler, and he did pretty well. He definitely could be the next The Rock, because The Rock has, of course, gotten a very good reputation, and this guy, pretty well done. I mean, his performance as Drax was really well done as well. I was kind of afraid, because most athletes or singers, artists, whatever, usually don't transition well to film, but there are a few exceptions, and I think he's one of the few that is coming up recently. So good to see his acting was not wooden and just kind of bland. He did a pretty damn good job being a very terrifying character. And of course, Vin Diesel, I am Groot. That's about it. It's basically Vin Diesel as Vin Diesel. And Bradley Cooper stole the show as Rocket Raccoon, hands down. My favorite part of the film, for what I could see. But the jokes were there. I was very easily able to listen to the jokes that were just left and right. The humor was just very quick-witted, just very fast, rapid-fire jokes. The camaraderie and the misfits coming together type deal is not obvious. It's something that's obviously not original, but with these characters, oh, they made this all the more original. Action-wise, against the main villains of Ronan and Thanos, was in the film for a few minutes, not quite as long as I would have liked, but that's of course probably for the sequel. The character of Ronan was not the most memorable villain, but he is a good villain nonetheless. He did his job. I'm not too sure what the actor's name is who portrayed him in the film, but he was very terrifying, and the ending was fucking awesome. Again, for what I could see, I wish I could truly review the atmosphere and the imagery much better, but as I said, it was nothing but a blur, just a bunch of moving images half the time. So it's a fucking awesome movie. I had a good time. I know I may not sound like it right now, but it's really late. But I just wanted to get this review done because I wasn't too sure if I would be able to get it out there just to promote early hype for this movie. I'm not saying it's the best movie of the year, but it is up there as well. I don't know if it's better than the other Marvel film that was X-Men Days of Future Past. I think that one had a bit more emotional weight, but this was just so much fun. A lot of fun. This is hands down the most fun I've had with an action film, let alone a Marvel film this year. I cannot recommend it enough, and I definitely will do a spoiler review because this is something to talk about. When it comes to the Marvel Universe, it's very intricate already, so yeah, stay tuned for that spoiler review when I get to rewatch it when it comes out August 1st. But as of right now, I highly recommend it. I really think I'm hoping it's a big hit, and it's a fucking talking tree and raccoon fighting and aliens, and it's this generation's like Star Wars, if you will. It's another variant of Avengers as well. There's so much to like, and I definitely can't wait for the sequel. And there is definitely going to be a sequel. It made me laugh, made me feel some things. You know, when a raccoon and a tree make you feel for the characters like that, and other characters all around. Chris Pratt, as I said, really good as the leading character, Star-Lord or Peter Quill. Again, I wish I could really talk more about the imagery, but and there was some cameo stuff I think I did miss, because again, couldn't see people's faces half the time. So stay tuned for that spoiler review when I rewatch this film. I cannot wait, and it's just one fucking awesome movie. So thank you so much for watching, and feel free to comment below if you got the chance to check out this movie early or not. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I'm Anthony Flores with Worth Watch, and keep going to the movies.